So I've been looking for the lightest headlamp or light source to use when I go on my Appalachian Trail through hike. And the two lightest that I've come up with so far that'll be the most functional is the Nitecore UL25. It weighs 1.6 ounces or 46 grams. And then another one that I came across is the Rovyvon Aurora. This is the A5G4, and it weighs 0.7 ounces or 22 grams. So what I'm going to do is I've got them both fully charged, and I'm going to turn them on and use a stopwatch function to see which one lasts longer. And then I'll actually record how long they each stay on for. They both charged very quickly in less than an hour plugged in. So we'll do this and we'll see what the results are. So after testing both the Nitecore UL25 and the Rovyvon Aurora at their lower light settings, in white light, not red light, I find that the Rovyvon was able to last 7 hours and 11 minutes before shutting off on constant lighting, and the Nitecore was able to go for 11 hours and 41 minutes. So the next question begs, is it worth, an ounce difference for 4 hours more of lighting from the Nitecore? Obviously, the Rovyvon light is a lot smaller. It clips on the side of a baseball brim or a cowboy hat brim, and this one has this cord which I'm not too thrilled about. So I'm gonna have to think on that and ultimately decide, is it worth just about an ounce difference for for 4 hours. Now, another good thing is the Rovyvon Aurora here. It charges in under an hour on a wall plug, and the Nitecore took between 2 and 3 hours to come to a full charge on the wall. So that's another consideration too. This one charged up really quickly. So again, have to decide. So the Nitecore UL5 is fairly simple. It has multiple settings. There's a power switch and a mode switch on top of the headlamp here, and it also tilts out to about 45 degrees, give or take. Anyway, so you turn on the Nitecore. You hold on the power button, and that's the highest setting. Toggling through, that's lower, and then into red. And it just toggles through if you keep hitting the mode button. Fairly simple. Hold the button down to shut it off. And the Rovyvon has one switch here. It has if you push it and hold it on, it'll hold the light on. When you release, it'll shut off. And then if you hit it twice, it'll stay on, and then you can toggle through the settings to the brightest, then back to the lowest, back up to the highest, and then back down to the lowest again here. And if you hit it 3 times, it goes to a mode where the actual base lights up, and then that has its own settings. You toggle through brighter and then into red. So, and then it's strobe too. I didn't know that. Interesting. So again, low light setting, higher light setting, then red, and then strobe. The thing that's cool about this, a couple of things I've seen, if you can use it as put it on a table, and it will provide light in a circular fashion rather than just what's right in front of you. The UL25 is more for you have to point at what you want to see. Another thing that's really neat about this, when you shut it off, it glows in the dark. That's not light from the battery. It's actually a luminescent material inside, and that's I've noticed that it's sitting on my bureau. It'll stay like this for a couple of hours after it's been on, out in the sunlight, or if it's been on for a bit. But that's kind of neat. You can see, even outside the light, it's still shining. It's very bright at first, and it slowly dims. But again, very light, very easy to use. The both of them. And here's a test of the brightness of the two lights in the dark here. So this is Rovyvon. At its low setting, medium setting, and brightest setting. And then in red mode, so plenty bright. Just moving it around. And then going on to the UL25. So here's the low setting. So much more bright in the low setting, obviously, than the Rovyvon. So, and then in red. So again, toggling, low, medium, and high, and then red. I'll say that's high, medium, low, and red. So I'm curious what people's comments would be about these. I don't know if anybody out there has any experience with either or both of these. I have used the Nitecore a couple of times. It works fine. It has a red light feature that gives adequate lighting in in the tent and around camp or whatever. So I'm not disturbing anyone. Doesn't attract bugs as much. I have not used the Rovyvon one yet. It does also have a red light feature. It is fairly bright, but it's not as bright as the Nitecore. So anybody have any comments? Love to hear them. I'll see you guys out on the trail.